Hey guys, and welcome to Farming Simulator 2017 on the West Coast. I think this is like episode 49, maybe? We've got one more episode, guys. If that's the case, then I will need to double check when I go to render this, but we could well be saying goodbye to West Coast this weekend. If that is the case, I will make sure I have a final farewell to it, and we'll start on whatever map it is going to be. I still need to figure it out. I think tonight I'm not going to stream Oakfield. I'm probably going to stream the Borg Hoffman map, or however the heck you pronounce it. But we shall see. So I hope you guys enjoyed the little thumbnail we did up. I was trying to think of ways that I could make it look interesting. And obviously the way I did that was putting these two beasts together. Yeah, very interesting sky. So we'll lift the plow up for this. I literally just got the plow to do the thumbnail. That's it. Maybe I just pulled it forward a bit. The fact we are so close to finishing, we're probably never going to finish our field off, and same with this one. So, reality, once we've completed the harvests, it's time to say goodbye to the West Coast, and well, we'll see it again. We will see it again, as I've been saying, not necessarily as a let's play, but maybe as a live stream. We'll come back to it once in a while and say hello to our old faithful friend. It's an amazing map. Do love it. But you just got to move on, and I think 50 episodes, it's had a good run. It really has. I hope Oakfield gets that and possibly even surpasses that. You don't know. Well, I do know. It probably will. I can say that just because, well, Oakfield and the fact that I'm gonna have quite an attachment to that little map. So we'll put this plow back here. The plow is by Peter J as well, so it really is meant for this. I think I had a Britain's model of a plow very similar to that. I know I had a blue one. I think it was like a 3-furrow, but it was a reversible. Whether it was a Landykid or what the deal was, I can't remember. This is our yard tractor on pretty much not every map, but a map that it makes sense, especially a British one. I've grown quite the attachment to the old. What have we got beacons on? Grown quite the attachment to the 135. It's a very nice looking tractor. And as I've said multiple times before, I just love the old classic tractors. I wish we had more of them in game, to be completely honest. Peter J's 300 series, he posted some more pictures of that earlier on this week. Oh my god, they're looking beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. They're coming along very nicely. Can't wait to see them released. Now it's going to be... what do we stock on? It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to do, because I think... Well, they'll do wow. But when he's going to release them, because I think Matt XJS has one of those in his DLC. It's just grounding out. This thing doesn't have enough height on the drawbar there, I don't think. So, I don't know. Does the front hookup work on these? Let's give it a go. And yes, I know I'm running into crop. I really, really don't care. And I got a feeling it probably doesn't. Even if it did, it's way too high. So the Massey won't fit through that gap. I was actually thinking of the class. There, I thought that was the Fent for whatever reason. Even though I said Massey, where's the T-dubs? Where is that T-dub actually? Oh, I bet it's down at the animal yard. Don't I have a T-dub? Unimog. Haven't used a Unimog for a long time. Yeah, T-dub's down here. Son of a gun. Alrighty, I guess the next smallest tractor we have here is probably this. Physical size, I'm on about. The Fent is pretty small, but it's got the huge tyres on it. Oh yeah, no problem. No problem. I think it was grounding out anyway. Just getting a little too low there. More than likely the case. Now we're going to have to run into the crop anyway to get the header on the combine. So this is probably what we're going to be doing for the most part today. I think this episode is going to be short and sweet. As I said in this week's, and I knew this would happen, as I know I'm coming to the end of recording episodes on this map, I'm at the point myself of why am I bothering doing anything? I'm just going to literally delete the game save when I'm done. So I'm having a hard time making these videos from this map right now. Not because I'm not liking the map or anything, it's just everything I'm doing is going to get deleted. Why am I doing it right now? And because it's a real thing, and I know it's happening now, just having a hard time playing it. So I'm probably just going to keep the last few episodes short and sweet. Some of you may want to see the full episodes, but I just can't. I just can't. And plus I'm hungry. Haven't had anything to eat yet. Haven't looked, but I believe there's leftover chili. I had chili con carne last night, and oh my god, it was delicious. And away we go. So I'll do what I usually do. We'll do the end piece, then I'll probably, on this field especially, I'll run down the centre, just one strip down the centre, so we can unload that way. Makes life so much easier. I actually do that first, to be quite honest, so at least the machine can get up to the top there if needs be. I don't know what the yield's going to be like neither. So apparently Giants released a very short video on the Rupa mouse, I believe it was, unfolding. Not sure what that's all about. Yeah, unfolding, yeah, it's kind of like the Homer, what we've already got in game, is it not? So I don't know why they would have done a video like that. As I've touched on the subject already about the Homer and all of that stuff, and the Rupa coming in, just if you missed it and you happen to be tuning into this one, from what Rainbow Dave has said, if it is true, I haven't checked myself so I can't confirm 100%, Giants said something about a 2-year license, if what he remembers is correct. And if that's the case, then the 2-year license is coming up for renewal, or it's over basically for Homer. That probably is the reason Rupa are coming on board. So I agree, it doesn't make any sense, unless you really are a fan of Rupa, to buy the DLC in FS17, because it's going to be base in FS19. That does make more sense why they're bringing it in though, because they are pretty much identical machines, and if it's true, again, what I've heard, that the guy who basically invented the Homer sugar beet harvester started up the Rupa company and left Homer. You know, if that's true, that's like, what a move. What a move. Probably use Homer's resources, get something called plans, and take your plans, and see ya, I'm gonna make my own company now. Seems a little funny, but hey, if that's what happened, that's what happened. But it does make a lot of sense. It really does, doesn't it? Let's face it. And we knew about Homer for God knows how many months. Almost like, I think it was around when Agritechnic came out. Or the Agritechnic, the show, the agricultural show. Homer had the simulator there. Like, everyone knew it was obviously coming to the game. It's so brutally on it. It's sort of brutally obvious. And then they waited until right towards the end of the game to put Homer in. Very much like what they're doing with Rupa. Makes sense, doesn't it? What sugar beet harvester did we lose? Grimmy. But we kept the potato harvester. So they may swap. Heck, next farm sim after FS19, we may have Grimmy back. Who knows? Kind of hope not. I wasn't a fan of that. But each to their own. It does make a lot of sense if that is what they are doing. I imagine there's a lot of people that ploughed under this footpath. For me personally, I just left it because I really liked it. It's real. At the end of the day, yeah, you could plough it under and you could seed it, but it's a public right of way. People are going to walk straight through it again and flatten it out. Grass is going to grow. So, just split it into 2 fields. It's a pain in the rear end, granted, but more as well. Downside is Courseplay never picked up on this tiny bit. No need to, really, and it's small enough to do yourself. Also, we did have a small mod dump today, today being Tuesday. Nothing great from what I'm hearing, and the leap hairs by Black Sheep Modding did fail. And again, I don't know if this is true. If they did, it's kind of obvious they did fail in my mind. I don't know if this part is true. It's something to do with consoles and textures. Don't know what that entails. I am very much looking forward to that mod, as well as you guys, just because it's going to be unique. I hope the fact that Giants are being picky now, and as far as they're actually being true to their testing protocols at long last, that it'll be better quality than normal coming from Black Sheep Modding, because Black Sheep Modding, don't get me wrong, they do good stuff, but I feel it's quantity over quality, and they do push and pump out a lot of mods, and it seems like Giants are trying to slow that down. Not saying they're bad, but they do push out a lot of mods. I will say there's one thing out there from them that is bad and should never have been uploaded onto the mod hub, and to me, and I think several other people out there, it should have been taken down after Giants were made aware or saw the issues, and that was Value of the Old Farm. And some of the fields in there are excusably bad. They know about it. They said they will fix it, but when? When are you going to fix it? Pull the map down, because really it's giving you a bad name, because the map looks like complete and utter crap with some of those fields are unworkable. The fact you can notice it from the road, how Giants employees missed that, I don't know. Like, there's huge craters in there. And it's a map that I was actually pleasantly looking forward to. I was gearing up to do a Let's Play on it, and then I looked around at these fields and it's just, I can't. I just can't. I wanted to love that map so bad. And the yard is beautiful. I love the way they've done some of that stuff, and his style when he does the maps, it's unique for sure. But I can't help but feel that map maybe was a little rushed to just get it out the door and, hate to say it, but make a bit of money. That's the downside to some stuff like that, I guess, on the mod hub now. There's some people you can possibly tell at the quantity over quality. And I think that's what Giants are really coming down on from what people have said in the stream. I'm not going to name names, don't want them to get flack, but they're wanting the modders to get better and to improve. And when they keep on making the same mistakes, Giants are now calling them up on it, saying, why do you keep doing this? You got told about this on this sort of thing, and stuff like that. Dusty Day, for example, his map failed due to MIP maps. Something that, if you were doing it for PC, they would let slide. If for consoles it was always an issue for optimization, but PC they would let slide because it was never a big issue. The PC ate it. Now, they're getting very picky. As you guys know, Oakfield. So, that's the thing there. And that's another thing, a lot of people are using FS whatever buildings other than 17, and they don't have the MIP maps, they don't have all of this that they need, and they're just generally, they're being converted up from older maps, from FS15, possibly even FS13, and they don't have all the textures that they require to be really ran nicely in this version of the game, FS17. And I think a lot of modders are having issues with that too. And that's down to the MIP maps, and that's where Oxygen David fell foul. I don't know what models they were. They weren't his, and they were from another place, or other maps, or old models, and they just aren't FS17 ready. It's going to be interesting to see what FS19 brings to the table on stuff like that. Maybe it's a case of, unfortunately, I know some people can't, and, well, not can't, but just don't know how and don't know where to start. Maybe mappers, as Oxygen David started doing, and Vortex Designs and all those guys, they're making their own models now. It pretty much seems like you're having to. and basically throw all the old FS models away and make your own stuff from scratch and have your own stuff. And that's why the prefabs are coming around now. Is got that opportunity. And it's one thing I'd say to anyone that's possibly looking at doing maps nowadays is if you want it to be on console, learn Blender by the sounds of it. And it's Oxy's coming a long way with it. Talking to Bullet Bill, I think he may be wanting to look into doing it as well for his maps, just because it's looks like it's gonna be the new way forward, is building your own models for your own map, which in turn is gonna make mapping take longer when they're building brand new buildings. So if they're doing a brand new area, like for example Bullet Bill is, he's gonna have to now build a repertoire of American buildings. Now the pain about America is certain areas do have certain styles of buildings. That is clear. So if he's doing one state right now, Oregon, if he wants to do a more eastern state, maybe the buildings have to be tweaked a little bit. Where British farms and British yards, typically it's your average style of building for the UK. I don't know about Ireland, if Ireland uses similar types of buildings. I presume they do. I really don't know. It is an interesting one, but of course also all of the stuff from FS17 is going to be able to go forward to FS19, presumably okay, map-wise and stuff like that. I think the converting process on maps now is just a pain from what Bullet Bill has been doing. I think I talked about this previously with the way he's doing all of his trees. Like these trees that you see around here, he's got the same type, all parents or child of each other in the scene graph or something along those lines, just to make it easy to convert, so he can now select all of them across the whole map that is, say, like 10 feet tall pine tree, and replace it with the FS19 one, to just make stuff like that a lot more quicker and smoother. And I think that's where everyone fouled. Now, I literally say everyone because I think everyone didn't realise, no one did, to be quite honest, how much it was going to be changed up from FS15 to 17, mapping wise. Because that was brutal. That was such a huge learning curve for those guys. My hat's off to them. Because they had to learn very, very, very quickly. It was crazy. In the famous words of Borat, it was crazy, crazy. I'll try and level this off. May do somewhat of the American style going into this field now. We'll cut down the middle. We'll do one side. I'll just level this off and then we'll kind of swing back around and get that. And then we'll go down that side. So the pipe's always on the outside. And finito. So I tried this combine on the American map with the Muckdon headers and they're still broken on it. It's such a shame. My favourite combine, but I can't use it in the American maps. Well, I could if I just wanted to use a stock header, but I really don't want to. I like the Muckdon headers for the American stuff. They are very nice. I cut along here, so we've got a bit of a header. I was about to say header, no, headland. Headland. I'll probably stream this map someone this week as well, as a final hurrah. Of course, this is, what, Thursday's video? Got to do Fridays, which would be... Oh, hey, hiccups. Oakfield. Lots to do on that map still. Got an idea what I want to do for a video on that, so I may have something to eat and go look at recording on there after this. Jumped on TeamSpeak with Sim and Irish for a bit. Crushy Irish gamer. This morning talking to them. Both me and Sim got sent a new game through Playway. But unfortunately I think it is too early stages to put on the channel, and it's a demo, and they're just using it to gain revenue stream for their Kickstarter. which I can get behind. It's just the demo is really lacking content. Like, I played 25 minutes and I did both tasks that you could only do in the demo, and I was like, right, what's the point? Really, really don't get that. I'll probably message Contact at Playway saying thank you, but we need more content in that demo. Really do. 25 minutes and done. For a 5 gig download. I know about that. Free up some hard drive space, I deleted already. Not gonna say the game or anything like that yet, but I don't know. My mind may get changed at some point. Still haven't got around that, so I may do that after emptying this. And at that point, it'll probably be the end of the video. And stop. Alright, get that out. And we'll lag fest as we're walking around the yard. Oh, I don't know what tractor to use. Do we have anything in here? No, of course not. All the tractors I kind of want to use are down at the other yard. Well done. Oh, I guess we'll just use... oh, the Massey's over there. We'll use that. Screw it. And away we go. Need to actually delete this Massey. We've got the newer version of it. So, try to cut down on the mods. That's one thing I want to do in FS19. Is not download pretty much everything and anything. I'm a hoarder when it comes to mods, I really am. I keep the stuff that I feel is probably going to get taken down real quick. For whatever reason. And sometimes that has paid off. But other times I've just got so much crap in my mods folder, it's ridiculous. And I'll be completely honest, that Hoffman map, that Borg Hoffman, doesn't help, because the amount of vehicles and stuff that comes down with that to be able to use it properly is insane. That's the only thing that's putting me off that map, to be brutally honest. That does put me off that map quite a lot, is the amount of recommended stuff. Well, the stuff you basically have to use the map is ridiculous. But at the same time, it is supposedly a good map. I just have no idea about it. Kind of fun glitching and stuff, looking at how it's all working. Should see the auger spinning in here. There you go. And the auger there. Now, that would be cool to see if that stops after it unloads. Because let's face it, you don't see that unless you glitched in. It has stopped. With a... it's still spinning, maybe because the pipe's out. And... still spins. Yeah, no man. Let's see if we can spin around so we're actually facing the exit. There we go. Like I said, we'll go around to the headland here. Sweet. Now, I wouldn't be too surprised if Bullet Bill ends up putting that little script that Ian come up with onto West Coast. I hope he does. And puts out an update. That being said, with the backlog on Giants, who knows? At the same time, he could be worried that Giants will all of a sudden have to fail it for something. Which, that is a possibility. Resubmit a mod that's been uploaded, passed before that, they may end up failing it now, which I would totally call them on that. And go, hang about, you've passed it once, I've changed one thing, which didn't bring these issues in. What's going on? So, yeah, that will be interesting to see if that happens. But at the same time, I honestly think Bill's just done with this map at this point. He's working on his latest project, that American map, Lone Oak, which I have had a guided tour around the map by Bullet Bill using, he streamed it to me basically. And it is a good map, I will give him that. It is very, very nice. It's very unfinished obviously, but it is a beautiful looking map, and Some people are maybe wondering, well, when are we going to possibly expect that? 2, maybe 3 months' time? That's how long it takes to build maps. So, it's going to be a while. Summertime, basically. I would imagine. So we'll get to the end of this row, then we'll call it quits. I did very good considering my, not patience, but enthusiasm on West Coast is, as the saying goes, waning out. And for the final video, I think this is episode 49. For the final episode of 50, it will be like a fun one, it won't be a proper episode. It's what I want to do anyway. No, me, I'll leave it. Cliffhanger, 49, that's all we got to do. But now I do want to get a 50. The big 5-0. 50 episodes on this map. It's crazy to think. It actually is crazy to think. And we are here. We'll shut this down. And shut that off. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. We will be back tomorrow for Oakfield. And until next time, see you on the flip side. And Chase, stay tuned for the live streams during the week. 7 o'clock usually. Catch you guys later. See ya.